Sometimes when you're in a group of musically talented people, it can be frustrating when you don't know what's going on or what they're talking about. So I'm going to show you some of the simple basics to guitar that also apply to other musical instruments as well. And hopefully at the end you will be able to understand what other people are talking about, or maybe even participate in what's going on. So first off, on the guitar, from here up is the neck of the guitar, and it's made up of frets, which are the spaces in between the lines that go vertically. So first fret, second fret, third fret, and so on down the line. And then horizontally are the strings that are from top to bottom: E, A, D, G, B, E. So whenever I'm explaining some of the chords, I will use basically coordinates like A string, third fret, which would mean to press down on the A string in the middle of the third fret. So first I'll show the C chord, which is made up of putting your index finger, or not index finger, your ring finger on the third fret of the A string, then your middle finger on the second fret of the D string, and your index finger on the first fret of the B string. So then whenever you strum down, it makes a nice C chord. Then next I'll show the G chord, which is your ring finger on the third fret of the E string, your middle finger on the second fret of the A string, and then your pinky finger will go on the third fret of the bottom E string. So it makes nice G chord sound. And then next we'll have the E minor chord, and you'll just put your middle finger on the second fret of the A string, and then your ring finger on the second fret of the D string. And that's it for that one. It'll make that sound, so that's the E minor chord. And then last I'll show the D chord, and you'll put your index finger on the second fret of the G string, your ring finger on the third fret of the B string, and your middle finger on the second fret of the E string. And you'll just play from the bottom four strings, and that's the D chord. Those aren't all the chords, there's a whole lot more, but those are the basic ones that are used in a lot of songs, and you can put them in just about any order you want. Hold it for any period of time, and you can get a whole lot of different sounds just from those. For example, you could play something like that, or in any other order will make a different sound each time. So just knowing those chords, you'll know basically when they're saying what fret they're playing on, you'll understand what they're talking about, or anything like that. And some other chords, I guess I could show you one more, is the A minor chord. You'll put your middle finger on the second fret of the D string, your ring finger on the second fret of the G string, and your index finger on the first fret of the B string. And it'll sound like this. And that one is also used in a lot of songs, and it'll just give a little variety to it. Something like that, something simple. And also, if you can manage to get a capo like this, then you'll just put it on any fret covering, and it'll hold down all the strings for that fret, and then you can play the same exact chords, just lower, and as if you took this part of the guitar and just lowered it to here, and it'll change the sound just a little bit. You can get slightly different sounds out of each chord, so that will just, you can use the same chords I just showed you and get even more sounds out of it depending on where you put the capo. So just those chords, those are the basics, and it's really easy to build off those. You can look at other chords and combine them with the ones I showed you. So after this, hopefully you'll be able to fit right in, understand some of the musical lingo that they throw out, and maybe even play a little with them.